Burnout, it's a word that we hear a lot, and it's a very serious thing going on right now. Burnout happens very often, and we may not even be aware of it. And the effects of it are very difficult to deal with sometimes. So it comes as a consequence of working so hard, so for so many hours, overworking yourself and not having strategies to cope with everything, all the stresses that goes on. So it can manifest as high levels of anxiety, as also depression. So people may feel like with lack of motivation, they may feel they have difficulty making decisions, blurry mind, not being able to think straight. Those are some of the of burned out. There are different levels. You can be at a point where you can detect the initial symptoms, and there are more heavier ones, more difficult ones to deal with.
So, what can business owners and managers do to avoid burnout?
I believe it's a matter of implementing a culture of self-care, and it comes down to starting with leadership and trickling down all the way to directors, managers, employees. And this is something that it should be practiced at all levels. So meaning having different practices in the company. It could be things as simple as having reflection days, volunteer days. It could be things like being able to manage also the different tasks. You have to have these conversations. I believe nowadays there is a lot of tasks and a lot of heavy work that may be handled by just one employee. And these are things that needs to be discussed. There are many things that you can implement. So it really depends on the type of company, the size of the company. But yeah, I believe in a culture where 8-hour work day could be, it's enough. If you need to work more than that, then that's the question. Is it really needed? Is it really productive to be working more than that? How can you manage your work in that time frame and be effective? So these are the type of questions and the type of things that I would encourage managers to think about.